All right. Peace, y'all. It's Moyana. Welcome to my channel, Low Key Vibes, bringing you some high vibrations while I remain low key. I completely forgot today would be the first of the month, so I'm going to just go ahead and try to do a quick reading for the month of November. It's a general reading, so if the energies resonate with you, take what does and leave the rest. I meditated this morning, and that's why I titled the video "The Truths Will Reveal Themselves." Yesterday on the 31st, which was All Hallows Eve or the Day of the Dead, it was just very calm. And now, and it basically overnight a storm moved in, and now it's very kind of cloudy and rainy outside. But the rain comes to like wash away what does not need to be here. And that's a form of a truth revealing itself in its own way. And when I was meditating before starting this reading, I just started to just look over the past few months in my life, the things that have been happening, the things that have been occurring, the things I've been experiencing. And I was able to acknowledge how familiar situations coming up, stuff that I've been through in the past that I would struggle with, how they're coming up now, and I'm handling them a lot differently. I'm noticing the magician in myself, the alchemist within myself, and I'm noticing how all of my power and my internal work has been working out, and I can see the results. And I'm now seeing that, of course, I've always known energy does not lie, but I'm seeing now when you notice energy in others or energies around you, it's good to acknowledge them from the gate and notice that that is a gift in itself. Being able to read energy as sentient beings, we feel, being able to sense energies around you before they manifest themselves, being able to sense energies that exist under the surface before it reveals themselves physically. And we already got something. We have the Five of Cups. This is a form. This is like the crying over spilled milk, holding on to past situations. And justice flipped over in reverse. So you're holding on to injustices. But after the injustice came the Six of Swords. So I believe this is saying this is what you're moving on from. You're moving on from these sad times of injustice, of not being treated fairly, not getting what was deserved, not getting what was owed. You're moving out of that. Six of Swords says you're coming out of that. Is your desert. That is your storm that you have been weathering, and you're coming out of it. The truth of everything that you've been through in these situations will reveal itself. So while I was meditating, I began, to acknowledge sensing the energies. And I started to think like, oh, I remember, like I can really read people's energies. And I'm not going to say very rarely am I wrong, but rarely am I wrong because energy doesn't lie. So anybody, it's about following your intuition. It's about knowing what's for you, knowing what's around you, knowing what you don't want around you, and acting accordingly, not allowing the ego to get in the way and say, well, maybe it's not, or maybe it is, or maybe I should do this, maybe I should just stick with it, because you never know. No. You follow that gut instinct. You follow that intuition. That moment that little voice says, this isn't for you. This person isn't for you. What they're doing something behind your back. All that type of stuff. You have to acknowledge that. You can't be afraid to acknowledge it, because then you put yourself second. And you're affirming to the universe, I don't mind someone coming in my space and abusing it or using it for their own advantage or manipulating me, because I come second to them. My feelings and my power come second to them. Yeah. And once you do that, you come into a new place of harmony. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. And we also have the Twin Flame card, which is the Four of Wands. So you're getting rid of all your resistance, all the challenges, getting rid of all these things that no longer serve you. move that down a little bit more. Trying new angles, as you can see. We're going to get this right. So you're getting rid of your challenges. You're getting rid of the resistance. You're removing all these blockages so that you can come into harmony. Coming into harmony. I also want to point out, just hit me with this Justice card. Oh, and with this Four of Wands, because the reason they call it Twin Flame is because as you see the Four Wands, it's like 1111. And the Justice card is also an 11 card. It's ruled by Libra. But today is November 1st. It's 11/1, 2018. If you simplify 2018 down, you get 11, which is a master builder year. That's what's going on. We are being rebuilt. But before you can build something new, what do? You destroy what is old. You remove the old foundation, especially if you need a new foundation for something to stand on. You know what I'm saying? So today is 11/1/11. I believe that is a portal in itself, which makes sense as to why it's rainy, and they made sure they sprayed the skies from on 10:30 to today. Makes sense, the chemtrails, but none of that works. That's some physical stuff. What's spiritual matters. It's what's coming from within. And we're moving into a state of balance. And a lot of people are coming into their mastery. They're coming into their life's purpose, their soul's purpose. And it's a beautiful thing. And it's tearing down the walls of this matrix. It's tearing down this illusion. Soulmates, divine soulmates are linking up again in this lifetime. They are partnering up, and then they are mating, and they are producing children they are bringing down souls. They are bringing down gods and goddesses and ancestors and ancestresses. Yeah, devil in reverse. Removing these toxic bonds, these toxic attachments. This is really happening. This is no joke. And I'm not saying anything serious is to be scary, but this is real. These energies are real. These cosmic energies are real. November is going to be a big month, especially for my fellow Sagittarians. I'm a Sagittarius sun and moon. Jupiter's coming home. Also, Venus, which is still in retrograde, is going direct. And then after Venus goes direct, Mercury retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde. It's a lot going on. Queen of Wands fell out. It is a lot going on. Vibrancy. It's almost like everything is being lit up, if that makes sense. Everything is being lit up. Like all the placements in your chart is being lit up. Put the Queen of Wands right there so you can see her. Everything's just being highlighted. All your shadows, all your darkness is being highlighted. And that's a beautiful thing, because now once you figure out what it is that doesn't work for you anymore, now you can start to fix it, or now you can start to remove it so that you can replace it with something that does. But too many people are afraid of dealing with their darkness. They're too afraid of going into their shadows. They're too afraid of dealing with their demons. People like to categorize and express demons as being something outside of themselves, some minion from hell. Hell, which is a place that does not exist. Hell is a state of mind. So beings that don't exist coming from a place that doesn't exist. And then you wonder why you can't shake them off of you. Because your demons are just the shadow sides of yourself. They're just the negative parts of yourself. If you're somebody that battles with depression is one of your demons. Okay? It is something that weighs you down, something that does not serve you. It's a devil, okay? If you're somebody that has negative self-talk towards yourself, that is a devil. That is a demon. If you're somebody that is lazy and you have no get up and go and no drive about yourself, that's a demon. If you're somebody that knows how to manipulate people to get what you want, and that's all you do, that is a demon of manipulation, okay? And with this devil in reverse, it's time to let all those go. It's those self-imposed demons, because you can't control anything outside of you, so nothing outside of you can be a demon to you. Now they can be entities that feed off of you, but the only way these demons and these entities can even feed off you in the first place is your vibration has to be low enough for them to get to you. Yes, they are attracted to light and high vibrations, but they're attracted to it because they cannot have it. That is what they are trying to gain, those demons and those entities. They want high vibrations. But you as in having them, because they don't match your vibration, because they're low vibrational, they can't get to you. The moment you open yourself up to a low vibration, you open yourself up to the demons and the entities on those frequencies, which are just frequencies that you are projecting from within. So once you get your mind around, once you release those low-level thoughts, those low-level attachments, you open yourself up to higher things, new things that match your current frequency, new things that match your rising frequency, new things that will help you rise to the frequency you're supposed to be at. It's time to clean house. That's what I just heard. Clean house. It's time to clean house. It's time to go through those old contacts and get rid of some phone numbers. Delete some old messages and emails. Delete some photos. Throw out some old clothes. Throw away old furniture. Give away things that you know you don't need or even want anymore, but you're holding on to them. Give away things that you know you don't need, but you really want them. But they're taking up space. You know you don't need them because they're taking up space. It's time to clean house. It's time to make room. November, yep. See? Oh, keep messing up my stuff. See, Ace of Swords fell right out when I said that. Clean house and make room. It's time to cut out what no longer serves you. Cut out all of this. November is the month to do that. It's the final month before we I won't even say it's the final month before we move anything. It's the month of, it's a big month. It's a really big month. November is the month. We technically have 3 11s up here. 11, 11, 11. Let me keep going with this because they're starting to come out a lot now. Then we have the King of Cups, which is emotional mastery and a new situation to express your emotional mastery. Queen of Wands as well. To me, this looks like you're a twin flame or a soulmate connection with the swords in the middle, the wings on both sides. Communication is being established. It could be, if you're a woman and that's a fire sign, you could be coming into a man that's a water sign, or vice versa, a man that's a fire, a woman that's water. It's just balance here. It's ultimate balance, excuse me. Especially with justice, getting out of this justice in reverse. Let me see, I have to move these cards. I wasn't expecting this reading to go this long or to get all these cards, but if the message needs to get out, it's probably something that I need to hear for myself as well. All right. So after that, okay, next, 7 of Swords. This could be sneaky. I won't say just sneaky or cheating or deceitful, but this is strategy. To me, in this situation, I see this as being strategy. This is, being prepared. I get that. Strategy. This is strategy. Having a plan. Oh, that commercial. Marking something out for yourself. Because after it came the 6 of Pentacles, which is charity or equal give and take. This is reciprocity. You're having a strategy. You're strategizing or planning for yourself to be in reciprocity, to be in an equal give and take situation, equal give and take situations, period. Then after that, we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. This is releasing these negative thoughts, negative attachments. Please excuse me, re-angling. Like I said, I didn't know this reading was going to go this long. 9 of Swords, releasing this anxiety, this worry, this stress. And guess what came next? Temperance. Card of Sagittarius. This is balance. This is equilibrium. See, we're coming out of injustice and imbalance with this justice in reverse. And we're moving into it at the end. Temperance is equilibrium. This is staying neutral. You get what I'm saying? Not swinging too far right or left in the polarity of things. Because once you swing too far to one way, you've got to swing far back the other way. So once you hit it's maintaining your consciousness or staying in emotional balance. Mental, spirit, everything needs to be in balance. Don't take anything too far off to the right, because then it's going to have to balance itself off and go back to the left before it swings itself back. Stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. Let's see. What else, cards? What else? What else? What else? Ancestors, angels, spirits, and guides. I didn't even get to say that because they already, cards started coming early. Ancestors, angels, spirits, guides for the month of November. Also, in my meditation, I need to say this. I'm feeling a lot of sacral chakra is what I've been around or coming to lately. Color of orange as well. But in women, that's our womb. And men, that's just your sacral chakra. But it deals with our creative space and our space of pleasure. How we experience pleasure from the world around us. When in balance, it could deal with shame. It could be a little lusty. It could be indulgent. Yeah. High Priestess in reverse. So in guard, also, the High Priestess is ruled by the moon. The card is ruled by the moon. And the moon governs your sacral chakra. I won't say it governs the sacral chakra, but like our womb or where we have our cycles. Moon cycles. The moon corresponds to the sacral chakra. So it's trusting like intuition. Like a lack of intuition, or you're not spending enough time in that space. We need to, that's why I was saying the sacral chakra was very important in my meditation. It's time to create, so to speak. But in order to create, we've got to get over the shame. We've got to get over the worry and the doubt, worrying about what other people have to say about us. This resistance, worrying about other people's opinions. It's time to create. It's time to be the co-creator with the divine. And it's time to create things of high vibrations that's going to help move this process on. Yeah, it's time to get rid of that conflict that you're having with yourself. Your conflicting or your competing interests. It's time to let all that go. It's time for change. As I can see now, we have 3 5s on this spread. 5 of Wands, Temperance, which is 14 equals 5, as well as this 5 of Cups that we started out with. Releasing this conflict, because this is like an emotional conflict as well. Oh wow, we have 3 5s. We also have 3 6s. 6, 6, 6. So we're dealing with change and harmony and balance. A lot of changes with the 5s. A lot of changes. What other messages do you have, ancestors, angels, spirits, guides? 11s in balance. We have 11. 4 of Wands, which can be 11, 11. And this High Priestess, which is 2 in Roman numerals, it can look like 11. This is very, very interesting. It's time to let go of the conflict that is within self. That's the only conflict that matters. There's nothing outside of you that is greater than you. It all comes from within. It's all a projection and a reflection of what is within. So as we move into the month of November with a lot of blessings coming, a lot of beauty coming, especially at the start of the year. But as my phone was ringing, I think that's a sign of me to get off. But yeah, a lot of blessings are coming, and it's time to release the conflict. It's time to release all this old stuff. None of that serves you anymore. It's almost like I'm feeling like there's no connection to that. There's no connection to you crying over spilled milk anymore and focusing on your injustice, because you see all this down here. You see you getting rid of that. You see that you're coming into power, into balance with this Queen of Wands, this King of Cups. It's like a couple. It's like a power couple with the sword in the middle. You see that you're going to be planning out and strategizing. You're going to be reciprocating. You're going to be receiving back everything you put out and getting over worry and anxiety, depression, all this mental strife that you put on yourself gone. And you're going to be tempering yourself, tempering your emotions, staying centered. Okay, staying centered in your emotional being and your mental being and your spiritual being, your physical, everything. And you're going to start going within, okay? Going within to to let go of the conflict, getting rid of the conflict that allows you to not trust your intuition almost. But the high priestess in reverse is saying it's so much work you need to do. So more secrets will be revealed. You just have to let it happen. Trust your intuition at this time. Trust it, trust it, trust it. Trust it, trust it, trust it. Know that your intuition is always right. It won't steer you wrong. Even if it may be something that mentally you may not like, and it may be even something that hurts your heart, but your soul knows what it needs, and it knows what you need. You are the soul. You are the soul. So you are leading all of this. Your heart is an extension, and your mind is just the universe that you're traveling. But however you shape the mind, however you shape the mind will determine how you see your reality. But your soul knows exactly how it wants to be shaped, and it gets interfered with by all these outer distractions. And before we go, we've got one more thing. 3 more flipped over. 3 of Swords, Page of Wands, and the Star. Now, the 3 of Swords dealing with heartbreak and betrayal. It's like something that you've been through, being stabbed in the back, having something removed from you, having something removed like without warning. It went fast. Like you could have been dumped like out of the blue, like a relationship could have, and you could have been fired out of the blue. You could have been left out in the cold. You could have had something taken from you. Something could have been stolen from you. But this Page of Wands says it was taken for a reason. Because the Page of Wands says, I'm about to bring in something even better. I'm about to bring you the Star. So Page is a messenger. Someone is, or it could be a young, immature energy. It could be a baby. You could be having a baby. You could be coming out of like a situation, like a bad relationship, and you're moving into a new relationship where you're actually getting a family. The Page of Wands is sending a message of inspiration, of fire and drive and motivation. Like this 3 of Swords doesn't matter because you've got the Star coming. Hope, faith, being rejuvenated. Having a positive outlook, being divinely guided. See, there's an arrow over this being sitting on her cosmic throne, being divinely guided. Every nigga is a star. I love that song. It's a song if you don't know. And there's also Aquarius. The star card is ruled by Aquarius. So it could be an Aquarius coming in, is being a messenger for you. Yeah. But something is coming in that's going to re-establish your hope and your faith in yourself. It could be a messenger from within. It could be an ancestor or an actual cosmic being like an ancestor or a spirit guide, a star seed, a being. But something is coming in for you that's going to rejuvenate. And sometime in this month. And if it doesn't happen in this month, the seeds will be planted this month. The seeds will definitely be planted this month. And at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. I believe I had that yesterday for All Hallows Eve. Yep. It's all about intuition at this time. The Divine Feminine is making a big playback. The Divine Feminine is leading all of this. That is your intuition. The Divine Feminine doesn't have anything to do with like women. But women are a physical manifestation of the divine being. That's what it is. But it's what women represent. Being mothers. And what do mothers represent? Being nurturing. Giving life. Creating life. I told a friend, like, for example, when you hurt yourself, when you're a little kid, you don't run straight to your father. You kind of run to your mama. Because your mama's going to kiss the boo-boo. She's going to make it better with her love. She didn't even have to heal it. She'll put a Band-Aid on it and she'll kiss it. And somehow that makes it all better. It's that intuition, that feminine energy of being compassionate, being empathetic, having the power to heal just with your being because you are an unconditional loving being. Trusting your judgment, being divinely guided. As you can see, there's a whole other face on the back of her head. That is her higher self. She's attuned into her higher frequencies and leading the way that she can walk and move forward with poise, with grace. As you see, she ain't spilling her cup. Never spill the cup. Don't ever spill the liquor. And you see she's poised with all of this. She is walking in her power, her truth and her power while being guided. That's the bottom of the deck. Yep. So yeah. I'm going to call this what it is and say this is the reading. For the month of November, you're going to be asked to go in a lot for the inner truths. And like, that's why I titled the video, The Truths Reveal Themselves. I literally heard that. When you wait in patience, temperance also deals with patience. Okay. When you're patient and you're observing, you observe your surroundings. When you're patient, you start to see everything. All the truths reveal itself. You get to see who's being sneaky and you see who's being manipulative. You start to actually be able to tell who's not giving me back what I'm getting out or what I'm giving out. Who's not giving me back what I've given out. What's not equal give and take in my world. You know, what mental strains am I still holding on myself? What blockages do I have? What attachments? Sometimes you have to sit in silence. And that doesn't mean every day you just sit in silence all day, every day. It could just simply, in a sense, be like going into hermit mode while going through your daily life. When you go to work, go to work. Don't be so attached to the job. Don't be extra engaged in like the gossip with your coworkers. Just go to work. Be grateful that you have a job and go to work. And just, observe your surroundings. Observe yourself in the surroundings. Observe how you feel when a certain person walks by or when someone says something or when a certain person says something to you. Or think about how you feel when you're asked to do something. Think about your reaction to your task. Like, I really don't want to do this. That lets you know right there something's not right. You're not being fulfilled. So just be mindful. That's what it means to be quiet in all of this, to move in silence. Not broadcasting your every move. Allowing the universe to guide you and allowing your results to come as they see fit. So, my love and lovelies, anybody that watches this reading, I hope it helps, hope it resonates. If not, if nobody watches it, cool. I'm glad I got it off my chest and I'm happy that I've done it. I'm a little more excited. They'll say I have a little bit more work to do, but I'm right on time. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and close this off. Let's see the whole reading in its entirety, the entire spread. And if anybody watches, thank you for watching. Be blessed, my love and lovelies.